Hello everyone, I am Kathy from Kathy Creates, where I try to inspire you to create. Tonight I am coming to you live, both on my page and on the Craft Around the Clock page. Goodness, I got tongue-tied there for a moment. This week is Farm Week, so make sure you're sticking around and checking out everybody's design of what they're going to do, because it's going to be a pretty cool week. I've seen a few of them so far today, and they're pretty neat. So when you get here, say hello. Let me know you're here. I'm going to get this started over here, and we will get this show on the road. Now, I do have my timer set, so make sure you're commenting. When the timer goes off, I look over, and whoever's comment I see, I will put your name in for Happy Mail. Okay? Hello, Mom. My mom is on. Looks like Christine. I can't read the name from up there. Dorothy. Hello, hello. Okay. So what we're going to do, we designed this sign. Actually, we just designed it yesterday, and I just loved it. So we are going to do it. Hello, Dorothy. This is our welcome to the farm with our little rooster. Look how cute he is. Isn't he just adorable? So we've got the rooster and then the words, welcome to the farm. All right. And then if you'll notice, the board itself has kind of a faux shiplap. I love this. Now this one is stained. If you purchase this kit, it would not be stained. Okay, so you'd be able to do whatever you want to it. I stained it and then I changed my mind, so we're going to paint it. So let me get these pieces all out of the way for right now, because we're going to paint. Hello, Miss Tracy. Thank you for hopping on. Pardon my voice. I went to the doctor today and he gave me some new allergy medicine, so hopefully the voice will improve, because it's not been a good voice week for me. All right, so to paint this, I'm going to stick with this kind of vintagey vibe. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix. I put a lot of white, just regular old white, and then I'm going to use some of this Deco Art Buttermilk, because I want it to give it kind of that vintage look. Now I'm not putting much. See if you guys can see that. See, there's just a little bit of that yellowish in there. It's going to be a built-in vintage look, okay? Yes, my mom is responding as Kathy Creates. She helps me out with the comments, so make sure you're commenting. And I'm just kind of dabbing my brush. Let me move this. I'm just dabbing my brush to kind of mix that a little bit. Not a lot, because I don't want it a lot mixed. I want those colors. And then we're just going to paint it on with a dry brush. Kind of getting in some of the grooves, not all of them, because I want it to look kind of vintagey, farmhousey. That's kind of the look I'm going for here. So I'm really going to pay attention to my edges here, because I want them to have paint. Now, as with all laser things, I'm painting towards the edge, not back. Okay? So we're going to get the base coat on here, and I really don't care what it looks like. I'm trying not to get paint on my shirt, though. I'm deliberately leaving some of the grooves not painted. I'm doing that on purpose. So even down here, we're going to go towards the edge. And I really don't care so much what this coat looks like. This is just kind of a base coat that we're going for here. And I'll show you here in a minute. We're almost done with this part. So what did everybody do this weekend? We were making signs, because as you know, we have a lot of shows coming up. So we were busy painting and lasering and doing all of the things. Okay, we just about have this guy done. All right. Now, I'm going to hold this up and you guys can see what it looks like. All right. See how it's very not perfectly painted. And you have a little bit of that buttermilk showing through. Dorothy spent time with her grandkids. Hello, Cindy from Texas. Okay, see how I've missed some of those lines? I wanted that. That was on purpose. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and dry this, and I'll show you what the next step is. So it was on purpose that we did not paint this so great. Okay. Spent time with grandkids again and loved it. Well, we were supposed to, but my daughter-in-law, we were supposed to go to the fair and the parade. There's a big parade with our fair every year. We have a little hometown fair that it's free admission to get in. And it's one of the only ones in the United States anymore that's free to get in. And it's just such a nice fair. And we were supposed to go to the parade with my granddaughter. We had a huge parade. And when her mommy got COVID, my pregnant daughter-in-law got COVID. She's fine, baby's fine, she's through it, everything's good, but out of precaution, because they've been around her, you know, my son and my granddaughter didn't come up. So that was kind of a bummer. So we're just blessed that she and the baby are perfectly fine. Sandra spent time with the grandkids also. I'm jealous. I miss my little Ava Bean. Okay, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Kind of looks ugly right now, but it's going to look a lot better. Okay. So now I'm going to go back and we're going to put just some white. Just plain old white. Now I'm just going to dab my bristles up and down in it. I don't want a lot of paint. And then I'm just going to drag it here and there, not over the entire thing. Mostly, but I don't want it completely covered. Because I want some of that other shining through, which is going to give it that more vintagey feel. We're just going to go back and forth and really blend that in. Till we get it the coverage that we want. Grandkids are the best, man, I tell ya. I can't wait for my second one to get here. 6 more weeks. So now down here I have to be a little more careful because I don't want to get it along my edge. And by going away, we're keeping it off that edge. See how that's looking so far? Oops, let me get it over there. Isn't that cool? Now, I haven't done this side yet, but that side is pretty much done. Hi, Debbie. So we're just going to kind of keep playing with this till we get it how we want it. And again, I don't want perfect coverage. I want this to look farmhousey. I want it to look like it's been around a little while. Okay, I got the bottom part pretty good. Now we're going to work on this up here. So this is just another way you can paint kind of a distressed look without going through. I mean, it's not really a chippy technique because I'm not really having any chips, but it is a way to get it so it looks a little antiqued. Now the key to this is to go with the lines. All right. Look at it. So the bottom needs a little work down here because I've got this little line right there. Can you guys see that? Or at the bottom where it doesn't have any as a white. So I need to work on that a little bit. I need to be careful so I don't get paint on the edge. Just want to soften that line. I don't want it to have a line right there. There, that's better. See how I kind of got rid of that? Exactly, Dorothy. There you go, Dana. That is my, or Donna, that is my mama. And Donna, you are in an entry for Happy Mail. My timer is going off. Donna Driggers. Well, hi, Susie from Denmark. Okay. All right, so I think this is pretty good. I think we might need a little more up in here. Now it's starting to dry a little. You can kind of see where it needs a little bit more. I want the back of it to really be white with just a little bit of that grayish, yellowish peeking through. So I'm just going to keep working with it till we get it where we want it. And the key is I'm not like getting a ton of paint. I'm just dipping the tips of my bristles in. You can see that there's just very little paint. Now it's kind of worked up because of I've been, you know, going back and forth, but there's just very little paint. And that's kind of the key. And we're just kind of dragging it and moving it around. All right, I think we need to come back over here and do just a smidge more over here, and I think we might have it. All right, let me take a look at it. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so let's give that a dry real quick and let's see what it looks like before I put my brush away. Oh, thank you for the stars, Lori. Dorothy. I love this faux chiclet. I think it's really cute. We did it on the apple side, but we did them up and down because I wanted it to look kind of like an apple crate. I'll show you that in a second. But this one I liked this way for this more farmhouse sign. We did two different farmhouse ones. I don't have the other one in here, but it will be on the website soon, so you'll be able to see it. Okay, let's see, almost dry, and I want to see what it looks like dry. See if we're good. I think this is pretty good. All right, let me show you. So that's what it looks like. Okay, can you guys see the variations in there? It's not all one color. And yes, we missed some of the lines, which is exactly what I wanted to do. I did not want that to be perfectly covered. That was on purpose. Okay? All right, so we're going to set that aside. I think that's good. It's going to finish drying because it's still a little damp in spots. I think we're done with that. And now we're going to start painting our pieces here. Let me grab a paper towel. Now to paint the rooster, you could do it with a sponge, but on these bigger pieces, oh, thank you so much for sprinkling. I like to use a brush on the bigger pieces. You just need to be a little careful. With it being black, it's not hard to do because you don't have to worry about the edges because the edges are already a dark brown, you know, real dark brown. So it's not going to show, you know, if you're going to, if you slop paint on the sides. Okay. So again, I just go towards the edge, always towards the edge. That definitely helps cut down on your paint being over your edge. Okay, we're just going to keep rotating them around so I can keep going towards the edge. Now on these littler pieces, it's almost impossible to get all the way, you know, on just the edge. So, you know, just do the best you can. And with it being black, it's really not going to show much, so it doesn't really matter. But it's easier than using the sponge on this bigger piece. Okay. Same with all of these little feathers. Now, if you are a super talented painter, you could paint this out to make it look like a rooster with all the fancy colors and whatnot. I am not that painter. So we decided to do this guy as a silhouette. So that is how I am painting him. I would love to see someone that's a very talented painter paint him up, you know, in all the reds and the burgundies and the browns and make him look like a beautiful rooster. I am not that person. Okay. But I still think he looks really cute. All right. So there is my little rooster. You're not either, huh, Donna? Okay. So you can see he paints up very cute. I think he's adorable. All right. So now I'm going to take the painter's tape and I'm going to put some of these words that are the letters, at least, that are smaller on the tape. So much easier to paint when they're on a piece of tape. So I'm just going to put these down. I'm so sorry for the voice. I really hope it gets better here soon. I'm so annoyed with it. I'll even do the bigger ones like this. All right, and I'm just going to take my little makeup sponge and I dab it in the paint and I load it. But then I kind of dab it off so you don't have an excess that's going to go all over the edge. Again, with it being the black, it really doesn't matter because, you know, the edges are already black. So even if it goes over a little, it's not going to make a big difference. Now, if you were using a lighter color, it would matter and you'd want to be a little careful. But with the black, it's really easy to do this. Would you have to paint it white before detailing it with the different colors? That's up to you. I would give it a base coat of something, whether it be white or, you know, black, brown, whatever. I would give it a base coat just because this paint, the paint absorbs down into this wood and it would be harder, I think, to get good details. Yes, it's going to be a welcome to the farm door hanger. Or, you know, hang it anywhere you'd like. But. Thanks, Lori. You know I'm all about the farmhouse look anyway, so for me this was kind of right up my alley. Did Kathy buy the rooster? No, this came off our kit. We designed this. We just cut this last night. So it's all part of our kit that's linked in the description of the video. Along with the words. The kit comes with the backer board that has the shiplap cutting into it. It comes with the words and the rooster. And they're all plain, none of it's painted, but they all have the sticky back. So it's very easy for assembly. Okay, I think we have this. I think we're good. Let's look at our rooster here, make sure he's good and covered. I see a spot I missed right there. I think he's good. Okay, I think we're good there. Actually, I'm just going to throw this away. We are done painting. So, I mean, how easy is this kit? Oh, there you go, Karen. He's really cute, let me tell you. My son actually is thinking about getting chickens. And Karen, that is an entry to Happy Mail. Timer is going off. Okay. All right, so let's move these guys aside. Everything is dry, so we can start assembling. All right, so I want to make sure there is no paint on the back. There is not. Okay. So look how cute he is going to look on this board. I dropped something there. One of my hairs. So easy to care for. Cost of feed is going up. He's wanting them for the eggs. That's why he wants to get the chickens. He wants eggs. All right, so I always kind of space things out before I start peeling anything. Make sure it's how I want it. Yep, I think that's good. I want my chicken standing upright, or my rooster standing upright. Okay, so now all we need to do is peel and stick. So we just peel off the backings off of these. Hello, Mary. Nice to see you. And we're just going to stick these down. No glue is necessary with my kits. Everything comes with the sticky back on them. So you just peel off the sticky back. So this is so easy. I just did a make and take last week, and they got all their pieces painted, and they're like, okay, where's the glue? And I'm like, it's on the back. They're like, what? We were waiting for the glue gun to come out. Nope, no glue guns. It's all just peel and stick. Now, I will caution you, once you stick it, it is stuck. You're not going to get it up without ruining both pieces. Both the surface that it's on and the piece you just stuck down. It is very sticky. Thank you so much, Mary. I appreciate that. And thank you for putting your name there too, because I forget too. I still haven't got everybody's names down. Mary is another one of the Craft Around the Clock sisters. Her page is Ocean Breeze and Me. My goodness, my voice is terrible. I'm so sorry. Hopefully this new medicine works. Okay. So we have the welcome to the done. Let's get the farm on here. And then we'll get our rooster, we'll put a hanger on it and a bow. All right. I think you guys are going to like this. He's really cute when he's all put together. And if you like barns, we also have a barn kit that's going to be going on pretty quick too. Bob came up with this rooster though, and I just adored him. I thought he was so cute. So I'm like, oh, we're going to do the rooster tomorrow. Okay. Okay. So would you look at that? And all the pieces are stuck down. Nothing's going anywhere. It is stuck. Okay. All right. So then, to make it a hanger, I just use some of this wide jute. And sometimes it's a little hard to poke it through. If you have a hard time, you can always put tape on it, on the end of your jute to get it through. Depends on your jute. I've had some really good stuff that is like very tightly put together, I guess you could say. And then I've had, oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Then I've had this stuff, which I bought it at Hobby Lobby both times, but this stuff's kind of hard to work with because it's it unwinds really easily, which makes it difficult then to poke through the hole. But all of our signs come with the holes already drilled. Okay? Actually, they're lasered. They're not drilled. But, all right. So we got our sign made. So now we are going to, I almost set that down on top of my little black sponge, so that would have been bad. All right. Now we're going to make our bow. So, to make our bow, I love, 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 of course, my burlap. I buy it. It's not on sale this week. Nope, it was on sale last week. Floral was on sale. Our ribbon was on sale last week. This week's floral. This is the $9.99 for this giant roll. It's got 30 feet. Excuse me. And, excuse me. Wait for it to go on sale, and you'll get it for $5. Okay, so we're going to dovetail this. So we're going to fold it in half. Fold it in half lengthwise, and then go from the outside bottom up to the center. And then you'll have a dovetail. Okay? We're going to do the same thing on some buffalo plaid, because of course it's farmhouse, so we got to put a farmhouse on here. Oh my gosh, this voice is driving me crazy. I'm so sorry. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Fold in half lengthwise, and then cut it. Nope, I didn't get that right on the corner. Okay, so then you have your nice little dovetail. All right, we're going to set those aside for a moment. Then we're going to take a piece of twine. Did you guys know Dollar Tree started selling this? And this is actually really good twine. They had this other stuff. I didn't like this as well. And they started carrying this. It's 3-ply. See if this is 3-ply. This doesn't say. Nope, but this is the Crafter Square, and I really like this. I like this stuff better than what was in this. I think this was more like in the home section or whatever, you know. And I don't like it as well. They started carrying this other stuff, and it seems to be much better. It's more tightly wrapped. All right, so we're going to take some raffia. Going to match up our raffia ends here. I like this piece is really kind of wide, so I'm going to take my thumbnail and just separate it out a little bit. So who's raffia fans and who's not? Good evening, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. And we're going to do it again, I think, because this one's kind of fat. Okay. I'm matching my ends up here a little bit. And we're we're going to do maybe one more. That's too big. Let's do another little one. Put those back. I have a little basket over here with all my raffia. Yes, I like raffia too. Mom does not. When I make things, she wants to do her own bow because she doesn't like mine. Because all of mine have raffia. All right, so I'm just doing this, not telling you guys what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to take my raffia. I matched up my ends. I'm making a little loop. And then I'm just going back and forth. We'll cut off all these little weird straggly pieces that are sticking out. Now, I like to give it a little twist. Kind of helps hold it in place for you. What did I just do with my twine? I don't know what I did, so we're going to cut another one. I don't know what I did with it. Lost it. All right. Dorothy, you are an entry for Happy Mail, lady. All right, so we're going to cut off these little crazies, okay? Okay, so we've got that in the center. So we're going to set that aside for a second. We're going to take our bow, our ribbon, take my wide ribbon first, and I'm going to fold it in thirds. Kind of cheat my ends down a little bit, okay, just like that. Just kind of folding it over. Now let's get it even though, Kath. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with this one. Fold it over in thirds. Just like so. Okay, lay that down. Now, a question that came up in my make and take was, does it matter if they're going like the opposite directions? It does not matter. Once we tie this, it is not going to matter at all. Okay, so don't worry about that. All right, so now I'm going to take my raffia little bundle, and I'm going to lay it right here in the center, flip the whole thing over, and then start to tie it. Before I pull tight, I'm going to gather it with my fingers. I don't know if I've ever really showed you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, see how I've got that gathered? So on the front it looks like that, and on the back it looks like that. Okay, so before I tie it tight, I'm going to gather it, because that way it kind of puts everything where it belongs. And then I always check to make sure my raffia is in the center of my bow, because if not, you can adjust it at this point. But this is, so we're just going to go ahead and tie it in another double knot. Okay, so we're going to set that aside, and now we're going to work with our floral. Let me show you our cute little bow here. Let me get that piece down. Okay, see our cute little bow? All right, so now this, I really like this for more fallish, farmhousey look. All right, this is from Hobby Lobby, $7.99. It is half off today, this week. Floral is half off. And I don't know what this one is considered. It almost looks like a eucalyptus, but I think it's actually called a boxwood berries or something. If you go on their website, it has it. I'll hold this up so you guys can see the tag, and if you want to screenshot it, it's got the number on it. Not sure you can see it, but the number is 939314. Okay, so I like to use these. And what I do is I cut the stem off. You're going to need 2 of these for this sign. So you can get a whole bunch out of one thing, which would be $4 when you buy them half off. All right, so we're going to set that aside. Now I like to push the greenery, the leaves, up so they're more, because you're not going to see them behind the bow. So we want to see them on the ends of the bow. So I always kind of push them up here. Okay, see the difference? So I mushed it all up. It gives it a little more dense look anyways. And then I'm going to cut my stems. I'm going to leave about that. Okay, I want this much stem. Just eyeballing it. It's not an exact. Well, hello, Cheryl. Is that right? Trying to get all these names right. I don't think that's right now that I said it. Sheila. It's Sheila from Sweeties Creations and Decor. Hello. All right. So now I'm just taking a piece of floral wire and I'm wrapping it around. So you're going to have this cute little bundle of floral. It's going to use up all that wire. Okay. So you're going to have this. It's going to just look like a little, almost like a little baton. You've got the little bundles of floral on each end. All right. And where do we stick our bow? Here's our bow. Get this out of here. Okay. So now I'm going to flip my bow back over. We've left our strings on that we used to tie it. We're going to put our little floral right here behind. And we're going to tie this on. We're just going to cut the excess off. Okay, so there is our little bow with our little floral. See how cute he is? Isn't it cute? Okay. Then we are just going to simply place this here. Now, when I do these, I always stick my thumb in here, or my finger. Find the center and match that up with the center of your bow. That way your bow is never off center. But I am going to fix my floral here because it's kind of going lopsided. So let's do that again. And then I just take my staple gun and I go in that back loop of my floral and just push down. And if you get a little bit of the floral, even better, because that just kind of helps hold everything down and tight. If not, it's not a big deal. It's not going to go anywhere. And then we can fluff up our bow. Because remember, we smushed it down. So we want to fluff it. Okay. And look how cute that is. These staples are, I think they're 3/4 inch or 3/8. They're 3/8, I think. Let me see if I can remember how to take them out. I always have a hard time taking them out. They are, let's get a ruler. Let's see, 1, 2. Yeah, these are 3/8. So they're not quite a 1/2 inch. So they work out perfect for this. Now they poke through just a teeny sometimes. Depends on if you get, yeah, like on this one they did not. They did not at all because I got a piece of the floral. So they didn't poke through at all, so it's fine. I prefer this method rather than gluing them. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Sybil. Dorothy, thank you so much. I prefer the staple method versus the hot glue. Because if you hot glue these on and you use this as a door hanger, if you put this between, you know, we have our storm door and then our door. And so in between the two, it gets very hot, especially in the summertime. If you use hot glue, this thing's going to slide right on off and it's not going to stay on. You could tie it on, I suppose, to your hanger. I prefer it attached to the bow or to the sign itself. So I always staple mine on. The glue on these is not going to come off with the heat. It's fine. I've had the same one on my door all summer long, and it's fine. We've had 100-degree weather, and it hasn't went anywhere. This stuff is on to stay. Like I said, you can peel it off if you want to, but you're going to ruin both surfaces, what you're peeling off and the backer board. Okay, so I wanted to show you the other one, the apple one. And we have another. Yes, exactly. And Miss Sheila just got a Happy Mail entry. Let me turn this off. Okay, so as you can see, the backer board on this one, the lines go horizontal. On this one, they go vertical, because I wanted this to kind of look like an apple crate. That was my thinking on this one. So that's why I did the different ones. But they're both on the website. You know, if you're interested in either of them, you can go out to the website to purchase them. But that is all for me. I'm a few minutes early. His Girl Designs is up next on Craft Around the Clock. Make sure you tune in to her as well. And, you know, stick around on Craft Around the Clock all week. There's crafting, live crafting going on from sunup to sundown and Monday through Friday. So make sure that you're following. It's a free page. You don't have to pay to be on the page. And you get crafting all day long, all week. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great evening. Bye-bye.